I believe I am back. It has been quite some time since I streamed. Probably several months, I think, since I did Lunar Lux. So, yeah. Right, hang on. What to do? Up on frame. It's getting hidden. Mainly because I haven't used my webcam in a long time. It doesn't work with this PC, so I need to get another new one. Which is fucking lovely. Right then. So, when one door closes, over to Rads at Han. Like I said, it's been a very long time since I played on this. A very long time. It's been a few months. Been a couple of months. I've had some other projects going on. I've had a lot of work going on. And as well as some mental health issues. I'll do that Hildebrand stuff later. So for now, to Meganuta. Controller as well, it's time to come unstuck. Which is a shame because it was bloody expensive. Right. Have a chat with Thingy. Ah, Taylor, one of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Baldessian request your presence in Charlie and at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service, but it's you alone that they require. If you know pressing business, pray make your way to the Baldessian Annex at once. Ujika awaits your arrival. Alright. In the meantime, I shall continue sowing Ashdaya the city. From notable landmarks in people's lives, there's still much and more for her to see. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. It has been so... Fair enough, I probably should have talked to Ashdaya as well, but... I want to dress a bit something more casual for this. On the locks. Right then. So off we go to Thingy. Old Charlian. Not gonna lie, I really don't like this place. Really don't like this place. Oh, someone offering box. Oh, with a very lovely fucking channel name. Give me a sec. I'll deal with that later. If you're seriously, if you're going to give yourself a name, don't go with something like Old Anti-Semites. Might make you look like a bit of a twat. Pardon my language. Well, that's one to do later. And like I said, I'm not one to buy viewers. If I want someone to promote my channel, I'll go online and ask. Yep, there's some touch me to do later on. Right then, Ojika, what you got for me? A warm and hearty welcome to you, Taylor. I gather you received our message. Please wait here while I fetch Kryle and Graha. Alright. Thank you for coming on such short notice. And forgive us for sending for you so soon after your trials in the void, to say nothing after your grueling battle against the 12. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Evanville. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out for you on his behalf. Oh? I imagine you're surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. One would tell me that there is someone whom he wishes Taylor to meet. He also mentioned that they would be tending to business at the studium. Shall we look for him there? Yeah, I suppose we shall. Bye. And once I'm done with the little bit of main story, I'm probably going to do Hildebrand, which won't take me too long. I am on limited time tonight. Nothing unusual there. I usually run for go for about 3 hours, but I'm hoping to start streaming again properly very soon. I do have some plans, you see. Well, I don't have anything planned yet, but I need to get some stuff figured out first. Till then, I'm probably going to be doing more stuff on this. Well then, Kryle, what do you guys got for me up here? Speak to Graha first. Evanville's earlier return likely has something to do with this visitor. Who could it be, I wonder? I can't do his voice. Now then, where is Evanville? I forgot her voice sounded like that. It's been like that, it's been some time.
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important.
Yeah, so we got nothing better to do.
I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Good move.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
Oh, that's what it's called, Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Don't know where she is.
But it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Yeah, about most things. There we go.
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is him. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Yep.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain he's no ordinary man.
That is a big
I'm
axe.
Utlamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
I'm not going to plan out.
Tulihuela.
That's going to give me trouble pronouncing it.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
Oh.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Yes, please.
Of course.
Alright.
Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Rite of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne.
Oh.
As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
Yeah, that was me.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
She also told you also...
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
You're paying? I'm a mercenary.
Wait, let's all just slow down. Wooklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihyolal is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides.
Oh, another one. Great.
He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Serious enough.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met.
She's very, very boisterous.
If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me.
Okay, you've said the word.
No, this is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda.
Oh.
Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
Well, yeah, this is kind of what I do. Gun City. Heard about it before.
So the tales have reached even these shores. Can't help but feel proud.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
And I'm always up for spelunking.
Tulihyolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Well, what are we gonna hunt? I've killed most things. I've already... Most things I've... You are aware of who I am, right? I tend to hunt legends. Dungeon. I tend to go spelunking in dungeons and find monsters. Right then. That's the long and short of it. At the very least, I ask that you go on this hunt of hers and take a measure for yourself. So what's for our hunt? The stronger the prey, the better. A journey to Tural. It's time to see not only Tural, but the fabled Golden City besides. This is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. But which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. There's still a great deal we do not know. Look, that's half the fun of it, finding out the stuff we don't know. It's better. Let us begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. Alright, can't really hunt around here. I'm not certain what might be a suitable location for our hunt, however. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Harm. You went there not long ago and killed some unruly fauna, of course, but according to recent reports, other orderly docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. Part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition? The Island 5 would also be helping those in need. Well, it works for me. So you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Toral. Whatever this creature is, it better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we have the chance to get acquainted. She likes to fight, this one. He's going furry for her. We prove ourselves capable and dependable companions. My apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Pray go on ahead to the Isle. I will join you as soon as possible. She's excitable today. Let's go then. I didn't mean to click on that. I've been building a model as well, so I've got blooming nubs of things on here. I'm not finished with it yet, I've just got the legs to do, actually. It's been a relatively simple build, and this is a good chance to have a little break from that. Right then. I've got a few quests to do, but I'll probably do those on my own time. Because there's some here I don't like. There's some quests I don't like doing on stream. I find some quite personal experiences. And besides, you'll get to see me do loads and loads of side quests when the new expansion comes out, because I have a very completionist nature. It might drive some people insane, but it certainly keeps me happy. Right then. Oh, another thing first. Portraits. There we go. That's that. So I get the feeling this is going to be an instance. But yeah, I'm probably going to use the next... Once I'm done with my current project on my PS5, I'm probably going to find some more projects for this. Stuff I can do on Steam. Stuff on Steam I can do. Games I can play that don't give me as many technical difficulties as Chrono Trigger did, sadly. That was a crying shame, because Chrono Trigger I love. There we go. Yeah, it's an instance. We have the loan of a ship from one of the captains, a cheery fellow. I can operate the vessel, so we don't need to trouble him to take us. There's always a plus. Crowd's acting a little strange, don't you think? This is just a simple hunt. I wonder what preparations she needs to make. So we have to take a ship. And I've barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, that's brought us for a good cause. A hunt! Come on, let's get going. Upon boarding the ship, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. In addition, you will be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. In the event you're defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Here you are. That reminds me, I need to actually do some gear grinding. Here we are.
From here, we must walk.
Alright.
so much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural.
Well, we are in the north.
Oh, a white bear! I wonder what it tastes like.
You're not meant to eat bear.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know.
She's a wild one, this one.
So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Yep.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
Yeah.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
Yeah, we spent some time down there.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother. And until recently, he was a student in the city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day.
Oh, it's just see Gal. Well, I say
And
Gal
so I did.
ruins.
I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studio. Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret.
Oh, that makes sense.
Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see.
Oh.
One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
I mean, you are technically both royalty.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But
It means I can get a grasp of your combat prowess, if you mind.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
Alright. Crown must have stopped off to take a shit or something. Well, let's go.
The researchers should be just ahead.
Alright.
There. The building to the northeast.
Alright.
So ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me. Right, let's hunt our kill.
Could take long. Not going all out for this though. Not relatively easy. Oh, great!
Look! Someone's in trouble!
Yeah, taste my axe.
These animals are usually so docile.
Well, maybe not the trolls. The hat to feet, maybe. Yep. am not even at full power. Weapon. There we go. Alright. Yes, thanks to you. Oh, thank goodness you've come. I take it you're the one who answered our petition? But aren't you? You are! Taylor, the adventurer who saved our star! Would that our meeting was under our better circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transport here when I suddenly found myself surrounded. You'll find more of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals grown strangely aggressive, my colleagues there can tell you more. If you give me just a moment, I can finish checking our equipment. Alright.
You really are famous.
I've been around.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Yeah.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
I suppose it is.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
Alright. If you come to answer the petition, you just speak with my colleague here. The adventurer come to answer my petition, I presume? We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here to aid us. A creature of unknown origins has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond the gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far, though we dare not go back. Your task is to quell any threats you find and search for traces of the beast responsible for all this. If you should find anything at all, we would be most grateful if you would share it with us. Alright then.
I'll handle this.
Doing that. Wow. Nice.
Is that all? Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
Alright. Find famished beast remains, torn to shreds by sharp
These
talons.
claw marks. I've seen their like before.
Oh.
It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
I suppose it is. Right, there's something here. Patterned plumage. You find feathers scattered about the ground. There are signs of a fierce struggle.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat?
Yeah, I'd rather not get the runs from something. Oh, animal leaving. Oh, great! A pile of shit. The glowing stench of fresh leavings assails his nostrils. Whoever beast left him is likely still close
Still
by.
fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Oh, hello.
Who knows? If they're spoiling for a fight, they've got one.
Let's head back and report what we found.
Alright. So chances are it's still on the island. Yep. Speak with the concerned researcher. Alright, here we go. He's keeping watch. Good move. Brilliant. You know, I think we found it.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
Ah. That is a...
Ah! What is that thing?
That's a mutated colibri.
What is that thing? What is that thing?
It speaks?
I think we found it. You've got a mutated colibri.
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Yeah, alright.
Come, Waklamat.
Right.
Okay, so it's gone from a hunt to dealing with a mutant bird. Okay.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
It's a mutant
Forgive
colibri.
me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Caught me by surprise! Caught me by surprise!
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
Right. When the hell did... Who's been experimenting with the local wildlife?
Although you like bird, I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you.
Yep.
That's already, you bastard bird!
Oh, great. AoEs.
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Yeah, someone's been doing some experimenting on what they've been doing. Oh, great.
Quickly, gather together! I've got you.
Yeah.
That was too close.
Yeah.
Steady now.
Ruined my rotation. Ruining my rotation.
Spread out, everyone.
Who paid for that?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, that would have been a one-hit kill. done. Stop talking to me! He's lit the fucker's wings already!
Try this. Yeah, nothing to it.
Nice.
Now you love bastard!
I don't like it. It's all the vicar's character swear,
Throw
great.
everything you have at it.
There we go. Right, dinner time then, I guess.
And I had barely limbered up.
Right. She's shaking a bit.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected.
Yeah.
You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt. But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
It's still alive.
Tricks, dirty tricks.
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Oh, great.
Leave this to me.
You've been doing... What the heck have you been doing? Oh, well, you.
Cryle.
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Fair enough. No worries. Where did you learn that?
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
Yeah, I suppose so.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
Yeah, she's learned something new.
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you.
You've never probably joined us on one of our adventures.
In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wooklamat. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
Yeah, but you got the victory, didn't you?
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
Yeah, now we've got to eat. Now we've got to cook
I'm
the thing.
glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin.
Oh yeah, that.
Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind, again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft.
Oh.
As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute.
You were good.
And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer.
Oh.
With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm.
Oh!
Pictomancy.
That's a name I've not heard in a while. If you're not familiar, Realm's a character
As
in
I
Final
recall,
Fantasy VI.
you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Aw.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf, and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Galul Jaja.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
Oh, so it does exist.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Yep.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Tuliyollal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no?
Suppose so.
This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, it would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Possibly not.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuli Yolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there.
Well, I can't really go back and
In
ask.
order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
That sounds like a good move.
We're eating that.
Alright then. There we go. I understand Kyle's feelings all too well. The desire to do one's part. It can be daunting to try and keep up, but nothing will change unless we take the first step. Thanks to Wuklamat, we now know who sent the letter to Grandfather, among other things, but many questions still remain. Ah, what an exciting hunt that was. Now it's time to savour the reward. With the wildlife pacified and the research is safe, our task is complete. So it's a matter of the colibri meat. Better or worse, there's only really only one place we can take it to here in Charlian. The last stand. Come, let's see what Dickon can cook up for us. Yeah, good point. It's like... I can actually be like, I want to try Charlian cuisine. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. I saw what happened when Gaia was bought some. Yeah. Well then, so the last stand. Once I'm done with this, I might do some. It's been going. Well, it's been going an hour yet, have I? I've gone the wrong fucking way. There we go. Yeah, I've been going about 50 minutes. I've also got no food in, so I probably should have got some snacks. Oh well, can just get some from work tomorrow. Well then, Dickon. Well now, there's a famished face if I've ever seen one. What can I get you, Dalo? Well, I've got a load of colibri meat if you want it. Oh, bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me, I have just the recipe. To use it, though. Sorry. The buttons click too quick sometimes.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together.
Alright.
I'd heard that Charlian cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
That's because the last stand is the only bit.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
I'm assuming it's...
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
If it's from Razat Han, you want to be careful. That's from Razat Han.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razat Han after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
Oh, 0.
So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlian.
Yeah, that'd explain it.
It's nothing.
Oh, God.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Yeah, they've known each other a long time.
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
He's embarrassed. Just enjoy your curry.
I see.
You can see how it is.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home. and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long.
Bit like here then.
The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy.
Oh.
Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
Oh. You're gonna have to go into detail. Because it's not the first time I've dealt with
a man who is too ambitious by half.
Oh, another one, eh? Won't be our first
Word
time.
of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I get the feeling you're the only one who's really got a chance. And he came to seek me out.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
If it's going to be like that, if it's the option between allying with outsiders to make sure that someone really aims to get into power, I'd be taking that route. Last thing we need is another Xenos. Dude was a butcher.
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies. That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tuliolal?
Let's put this.
You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
Alright.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Alright, as long as you sold. That'd be fine. Honestly, as long as you preserve it. Jerky is always handy to have at this sort of time. Judging by Wuklumat's reaction, it appears Turali cuisine isn't excessively fiery. Whether Wuklumat has to make him to ruler, I couldn't say, but I do know that he deeply cares for her nation and her people. But whether you should help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, it's past time I reported our mission success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. I shall come by the annex later. Till then. Alright then. Some silver pieces. And honestly, nothing else is really worth it. I can get food dead easy in game. Yep. Oh, that's new. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Wuklumat's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider our invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? Numenon is bound to have some information on the continent. Certainly wouldn't hurt to be well informed. Quite right. Not only would it help you make an informed decision, but if you choose to go, you would be better prepared for what awaits. Come, my friend. Let us be off to the archives. More to the point, they've got a rogue prince. That needs dealing with. Anything like that needs dealing with very quickly and preferably painfully. Well, then over to Numenon. You know what's weird? I've not run into anyone I've not wanted to run into. I say weird. It's probably a plus. I don't see that FC around anymore, luckily. Yeah. As I'm done with this, I'm probably just going to do some random stuff for a bit and relax. Well, I'll go and do my, I'll go do the Hildebrand bit, which won't take long. I've got enough tomes for it anyway. I think I've got everything that I need from that. Right then. Back onto the ruin I go then. Have a look for books. Blue covered book. Yep. The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Wallaki, a tribe in the distant continent of Tural. The tribe holds the nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they have learnt to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It's so named for the cerulean deposit that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wallaki's art and make the animal's powers my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it blue magic. The reason I chose this colour, as you will doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Wallaki. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honour the people for whom this noble magic was born. Fair enough. That's a bit of it. Just wander around and have a look around this place then. There's Granville, who probably sounds like David Jason. Lines in the sand, the geopolitics of Hydaelyn. Let us begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents and Tural. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the normal northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemispheres, and difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east and west, but harsher when moving north and south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals or plants. A case in point is the Alligans, who rose to power in Aldenard before advancing east into Ilzabad. Their movements were mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Tural waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the climate, none could ever make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungle. Such was the way of it, until the leaders of the Mamulja succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly, it is a testament to the Autarch's greatness. Or sheer power. It takes great might to unify places sometimes. Oh, a faded one. The flora and fauna of Taral. Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Taral is no exception. Yet while some of her creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea, many and more exist that are rarely seen this side of the Indigo Deep. This tome introduces a select variety of species as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca. Accustomed to Taral's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Weavra. Seen them? This ferocious scalekin is native to the dense jungles of Taral. The Mamuldra have succeeded in taming them and utilise their prodigious strength for manual labour. In their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the Weavra is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. Valiomanda. Tarali folklore holds this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts, and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. It's going to exist. Also, this library goes very deep. It does have a big forbidden section. Unblemished book. Let's have a look. It is impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine history. It is impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, the far western continent of Taral. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous popoto. These crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World, as the place is known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era, when a Laminsian sailor named Ketenram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the theretofore unknown continent. Ketenram spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamuldra. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with permission to roam freely. Ketenram would return to Taral several more times, but during his first expedition he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to the limbs of Laminza. The most notable of these was the popoto, whose ease and cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea, and then gain sentience and start casting magic. Produce was far from the only bounty of Ketenram's expeditions to Taral. Many tantalizing recipes such as the bean-filled burrito and gripping legends such as that of the Golden City reached our shores by way of his ship. To those outside of Ketenram's circle, Taral largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. Having perused a wide selection of books related to Taral, you are somewhat better informed about your potential destination. Yeah. Right. Scoured the library for your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. Well, there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Taral. I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. I have done, yes. But come, let's continue this outside. The mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. That is true, unfortunately. You're not going to whiz me on this, are you? Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your impressions. I couldn't help but notice we read the very same book on cuisine. I was pleasant surprised to find references to Taral within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? I was rather taken with the tale of Ketenram. Ah yes, the renowned Laminsian explorer who travelled the Indigo Deep, traversed the Indigo Deep and discovered the unknown West. And his accomplishments didn't end there. He travelled Taral extensively and even forged a friendship with the Dawn Servants. If we were able to meet Ketenram, what things we could learn. Alas, all of this happened nigh 80 years ago, and he may long longer be allowed to tell its tales. Probably not. But moving on, did you perchance learn about the fauna of Tural? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. Learn about Valyamanda? Now, how do I get the impression you're imagining pitting your skills against the fell beast? Unfortunately, I found scant details on your would-be prey. One source simply described it as an enormous winged creature with scales the size of steel that rules the skies. I'd like to see it with my own eyes, presuming it even exists. Yeah, yeah, probably does. Thought I heard familiar voices. Oh, hello, Alice, eh? Hello, love. Fancy running into the two of you here? Well, well, have some research of your own, do you? We hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Gallian people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Rads at Han, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history of how neighbours offering different races of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. And what of you two? What endeavour brings you here this day? Yep. So fast chat there. We're looking to go to, well, I was researching Tural. Q explanation. A nation composed of the disparate peoples of Tural. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We'd do well to read up on Tuliolal ourselves. The contest? Is Taylor the one allowed to help Wuklumat? There was no mention of such restrictions as I recall. On the contrary, Wuklumat gave us the impression that she could have several champions. Think I know how to make the most of our respite? Follow me now to know we have planning to do. Alice, wait! It would seem our plans have changed. Now, if you'll excuse me. I saw the glint. Think we found him another champion? Never could rest on the levels. Come, let us return to the annex. Yeah. There we go. Right then. Back to Graha. I get the feeling there's not that many quests to this one. Also, my arse has gone a bit numb, sorry. I might need to go get another drink soon as well. Oh, getting a lot of the view. The Spirit Italian is, the bottom is the Charlians themselves.
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more to it.
What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wuklumat's request?
You know what? Never say no to a new adventure. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. It turns out if she's the one who's looking to conquer, I can always back out the talk out of it.
I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well.
Yeah, it should be.
Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination. But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenor.
Yeah, that is an issue.
The experiences to be had. All the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core.
Yeah. Don't start speaking like Vinar now.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it.
Very true.
Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
Yep.
Ah, but there's an idea.
Go on.
I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
He's got some plans, hasn't he? Right, into the annex we go. Back into the annex we go then. Oh, hello, Thancred. I get this feeling he wants in. Right then. Welcome back, Taylor. If you're looking for looking back, she's currently with the others in her chambers. If you like, I can go and fetch them for you. Right. Understood. Please wait in the main hall. Well then, enter the main hall. You got a decent-sized map here. A big vortex in the middle. See exactly what it is. Yeah, I figured that would Garlemald. With the Tower of Babil.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
I'm not going with the Star Trek saying. I've never been one to turn down an adventure. I'll do it.
Excellent. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. But I dare say your time in Tural will be its own reward.
I mean, I am a mercenary, so I was expecting payment.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you? Alphino, Alice! What are you two doing here?
Sounds like this
We
is
happened to
possible.
cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wooklamat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Yep.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Aaronville as toads.
Yep, that's them.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that.
First impressions last.
Yeah, they do. That pout.
"'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphino Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize."
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Well, if you go to Garlemald, don't dress like that. You'll freeze.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable.
She's dragging him into it.
They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths.
Or causing other people grisly deaths. That's kind of what I do.
I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
She can read him like a book. You alright?
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
They'll have aetherite crystals, sweetheart.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
So finally she gets to go off on her own adventure.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
Gladly.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
Let's have a look. What you got for us? That's a map.
There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
There's bits in the south I'm curious about as well. Oh, the Endwalker theme. And that's it. Yep. There's going to be something after this. But I'm not going to watch the entire... I'm not going to watch all the credits. We'll be here all fucking night. There we go. As you wander about your passage to Toral, Erenville will arrange a ship through his guild. You need only worry about your own preparations. Speaking of which, please take this with you. A rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well in your coming adventures. Now, I'm not sure when departure will be, but rest assured I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then, please take your ease. Oh, hello. Alright then. Meanwhile, in Limsa Laminza. Oh!
When does the next ship set sail?
May I ask your destination?
The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
So, West Indians go in there as well. He's always a dab hand to have. Meanwhile, in Australia.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Yes, it does.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
So they're on another side.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
I think he wants to test his might.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember. Come, my friend. We make for Toral.
With a lot of joy in their hearts.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
I shall soon.
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World?
I get the feeling we're maybe meeting some old friends there. We anchor now, the tide is high, and dawn of a new adventure nigh. Row forth to break horizon's bond, and tread the gilded path beyond. Right then. Right, so, before anything else, because I ain't done yet, I've only been going an hour and a half. Let's go do that Hildebrand stuff. Get me a new weapon. Delian. Yep. Of duplicity and duplication. Ah, Taylor! You're just in time to sit in my latest fact-finding expedition. Our recent foray into Sharlayan revealed that Pupu's friend was in the company of a Hannish alchemist, yes? As such, I was inspired to do some preliminary legwork here in Thavner. I've contacted my usual sources for local sightings of alien phenomena, but alas, they had none to share. I have thus switched tactics and decided to track down this alchemist fellow instead. Surely someone will have heard the title of an apothecary bold enough to set up shop on a Gallian battlefield. The inspector and the others have been pursuing a similar line of inquiry, yet have found no leads, either here in the city or the Great Work. I believe they've moved their investigation to Yedlamad, so I suggest we hurry and join them. I cannot have that little blue man muddying the waters when we're so close to grasping his master plan. Great, I'm on babysitting duty again. I'm on fucking babysitting duty for a fucking conspiracy theorist nutter. Right to you, Edlimad. Right then. This port town would be an excellent place to analyse global trading trends. Oh, my friend is an exceptional individual, capable of astounding feats that I could never accomplish without the help of my starship's equipment. What else can you tell us about your long-lost comrade, Master Pupu? There we go. I see the two of you are eager as ever to observe my inspectorial genius at work. Ah, the long-term fans are often the most ardent. As a matter of fact, we were just about to continue our investigation into the alchemist we know to have been travelling with Master Pupu's comrade. A bit blockier than usual. I mean to say I'm merely following the inspector's wake. You need to be so modest, my dear Inspector Branderhild. It is wrong of me to comport myself as an equal to you in all respect. I am but a copy and a flawed one at that. Stuff and nonsense, clone or not, self-depreciation, self-deprecation is unbecoming to a Mandeville man. Exactly. The things you can do are amazing. Oh, I don't know about that. It was you who saved Taylor from certain doom, was it not? While not quite as alacritous as mine, your accurate reasoning is nevertheless quite effective. It is kind of you to accept me, rough edges and all. I hope my meagre contributions are of some small assistance. Yep. 2 months by half. I'd say his mental faculties far surpass those of the original. That's enough tin whacking amongst ourselves, I think. Let us spread out and learn what the nobles know of this adventurous apothecary. Right then. Oh, for fuck's sake. Can't we just pump that creepy little sod into the sea? Right, Yedley Mad Fisherman. See what he's got for me. Yes, I know of whom the one of whom you speak. A fellow fisherman told me of a friend of his, an apothecary, who set off a war-torn Gallima to sell his medicines. Reckless fool, if you ask me. I've no interest in the affairs of such men. But you do, I take it? If so, I suggest you head to Asakiik and hear the tale for yourself. Look for a red-haired lad there gathering shellfish. That was a name I was not even going to try and pronounce. How fare your inquiries? Inspector Brandy Hill, blocky man at quality. If I may, are you perchance acquainted with any reckless alchemists? It's usually a good way to say it. And it's sunset. Fancy doing this? Do I know any apothecaries? No matter how? Of course, more than I can count. I've not heard of anyone peddling such goods at the House of the Empire, though. Seems like a terrible idea to me, what with civil war raging and the world almost ending. The situation's improved in recent days, but even so, the Radiant Host still has to provide security for cargo shipments. Lone merchant trading there alone? Impossible. Unless they're tough. Yeah. Right. And it's someone in here. No, it's not. They're around the corner. Right then. I know of many merchants who travel abroad to ply their wares, but none who have business in Garlemald. You'd have to be mad or desperate indeed to consider setting up shop in that troubled land. I mean, word is we've some kind of trade agreement with the Gallians, but it's still not the kind of place where one simply wanders in and opens a street stall. Probably not, no. Right then. Speak with Hildy. Ah, Taylor, I hope your questioning has borne fresher fruit than mine. Yeah, I might have some info for you. We've got to go chat to someone, though. Oh, a good friend of the alchemist in question, you say? Then let us gather the troops and pay a visit to this felicitous fisherman. Oh, that's odd. Although I was cradling someone then, just his knee. The story of my apothecary friend. Ah, he must have been Baharazov. Well, I'm near enough to calling it a day anyway, so here's what I can tell you. Baharazov comes from a very poor family and, growing up, never had much in the way of money or possessions. I suppose those experiences are what led to his lifelong obsession with gaining wealth. After trying his hand at a succession of trades, he decided alchemy would earn him the most skill. Stock never sold as well as he would have hoped. So when he heard about the internal strife in Garlemald, he saw it as a golden opportunity. Surely in the middle of a war was the best place to sell medicines. More like the best place for near-death experiences. He soon gave up in this Garlemald venture, but while one would have expected him to return and lamenting his ill fortune, Baharazov was practically euphoric when I saw him again. A God-given blessing he'd found in the snowfields had given him much cause to celebrate. He said he'd learn how to create gold. I must admit, I laughed at first. That's one of the laws of alchemy. He's broken one of the laws of alchemy. You're not meant to do that. Then he showed me a gleaming mountain of the stuff, enough to proclaim himself a merchant prince. He even changed his name to Vahundi, a word which brings to mind the bounty of the divine. A name I have heard. He's a rising star in the markets, is he not? the one stepping up commercial ventures left and right. Yes, Van Hoody has certainly made his ambitions known here in Thavner, especially when he attempted to purchase the entire port of Yedlimad. The dock matters declined to sell, of course, but when it comes to buying historic landmarks, a bottomless purse can be opened to surprising doors. Last I heard, he'd converted the gilded Araya into a private abode and has been filling it with every rare treasure his gold can secure. He pays out particularly large sums for artworks depicting the goddess Azura. Oh, great, that's never a good sign. I remember him being a fervent worshipper of hers, even as a child. I've encountered some Utmanusia and Murga lore in Madahan, yet I recall no mention of this Azura. Well, that's hardly surprising. As a deity of war, she is not well loved by the common folk. But Harazaf is different, though. He sees life as a constant battle to amass wealth, and it is to Azura whom he prays for victory. And damn me if she didn't listen. That once poor boy became merchant royalty, a man far too rich and important now to afford more than a fleeting moment for simple fishermen, even though those who were once dear friends. If you'll excuse me, I really must leave it at that. These clams won't sell themselves, you know. Alright, I'm sure you'll find sale for those. Oh, how about that, eh? Our sought-after apothecary and the upstart merchant prince are one and the same. Might we assume the blessing he stumbled upon in Garlemald was a certain alien craft and its occupant? Sorry to interrupt, but aren't you the hero who helps us when folk were turning into beasts? Well, some nasty-looking creature just showed up outside town. One of our guards went to confront it, but I don't like her odds against that thing. Oh, this sounds like a case for Inspector Hildebrand. Come, friends, let us investigate forthwith. Ah, great. Oh, for fuck's sake. Luke, Dr. What the hell? I thought you destroyed that monster. Yeah, so did I. I have the situation under control, citizens. This individual bears a strong resemblance to a known fugitive, so I thought it prudent to investigate. Regrettably, it's proven less than forthcoming with answers. How many times must we teach you the same lessons, Chinese skull man? Lesson? What you on about? Cease this babbling, get out my way. Lord Van Hoody's orders are to cause trouble at the port and I'm running behind schedule. Van Hoody? The merchant who tried to buy Yedlimad? So he put you up to this? Because he's already demanded to disuse our dastardly plan. Because he just said so, you dickhead. You blurted it out. Silence. No one who learns of our scheme can be suffered to live. Prepare to be squashed, meddlesome worms. Hello, Godbert. Oh. 3 Mawson as a skill man? Was the doctor a quadruplet? Oh no. The strongest woman in Eorzea. Julian Mandeville. One of them knew what's good for him. Mother? Vectatious vermin, this will soften you up. Nice shot. Bah, a lucky hit. Oh fuck. That's a bomb. Oh dear. One last pitch. Okay. Why does it turn into a game around us? Unlimited heavy hitter special. Fuck's sake. That'll be fastball. My adventuring career has turned out somewhat weirder than I imagined. I've come to expect father-son appearances, but what brings you here, Mother? A proposition for that merchant Van Hoody, as a matter of fact. I'm accompanying your dad as a manager for Mandeville and Mandeville, and we were just on our way to Bloke's mansion. I've already refused Martin Van Hoody once before when he tried to buy out our commercial empire. This time, however, the deal concerns offloading a quantity of gold at wholesale prices. It's quite an attractive offer considering file jewellery is our stock in trade, and we ought to at least listen to his proposal. But if he would purposely command his lackeys to serve the peace of a public port... Can't do business with a thug like that. Absolutely not. Where did all those lackeys come from in the first place? Is there a hulking weaponized brute manufactory around here? Where did those lackeys come from in the first place? Is there a hulking weaponized brute manufactory around here somewhere? But I suspect my ship's vaporization beam is configured to expunge only replicated matter. So you can copy inorganic materials as well. Well, interesting. Once the matter duplication facilities analyse an object's molecular structure, it can generate any number of copies. Yet it cannot create matter from nothing. A requisite supply of ether must be on hand to facilitate the process. Car, you do know a lot about a lot, Inspector Branderhill, even alien starships. It was no great achievement. As I mentioned, the gaps in my knowledge were patched with data from the starship's own archives, which included the vessel's full schematics and functions. You could have told me this before, so I knew what we're dealing with. You know. Assuming I understand this correctly, is it possible Van Hoody is using the repaired alien craft to replicate piles and piles of gold? We share the same suspicion, Master Delian. To my knowledge, no other method exists that can reliably produce precious metals. Of course, it's the obvious conclusion. That being the case, one might further assume that Van Hoody is either threatening or deceiving Marta Pupu's comrade in order to gain access to the vessel's superior technology. Our course of action is clear. We march right up this gold spawner's front door and demand the release of his extraterrestrial hostage. Yeah, that's not going to work. I mean, I'm up for a fight, but... Actually, no, it'll probably work. I'm an adventurer, and a mercenary, and I'm good at beating the crap out of things. I think it'll work. I was hesitant to put stock on the unsavoury rumours I've heard, but this unprovoked attack on the port would seem to be incontrovertible proof of Van Hoody's villainy. Good to see you, Taylor. And good to see you still keep me company with our darling boy. That blocky lad a new friend of yours. Smooth off the edges, need this spitting image of our Vildy. The Inspector's mother is as much as strong as the Mandeville men. Except, that doesn't make any sense. Well, she's worse. She's stronger. It's like, I won't pick a fight with her, and I fought gods. Well, this talk of threats and deceit has me worried. I'm given to understand that while identical in appearance, the craft belonging to Master Boo Boo's comrades is equipped with more advanced technology. That's a smashing hit, Taylor. We must confront this malicious merchant at once. If your heart's set on confrontation, then you may as well come with us. Van Hoody's invitation included a private airship flight to his new estate. Aye, we still need to formally reject his deal anyways, and his pilot will be waiting. Right. Shall we be on our way? We're to meet Van Hoody's pilot atop the rise just south of Kadjaya's footsteps. Or Kadjaya. Can't pronounce it. Right then. Get him out. I'm level 90, you dickhead. Maybe you ought not to aggro me. Right then. Here we go. Not too far to go, luckily. I'm kind of blasting through this content. So I'll just bear with a moment. Yep. That one. There we go. Sending a friend a screenshot. Lord Godbert, Lady Julian. And entourage, pray excuse our presumptuousness. My son and his companions insist they come along, desperate as they were to meet with the illustrious Master Van Hoody. He's like, yeah, that one's bad news. I see. One moment, if you please. Yeah, they've got an entourage. One of them looks like he could murder me. Lord Van Hoody should be glad to welcome you all to his home. Pray step aboard and I shall take you there directly. Right then, now we're flying straight to his house. We're in for a fight, aren't we? Welcome, honoured guests, to my humble abode. I trust the view is to your liking. You travelled all the way from distant Uldar, a present backdrop to our talks was the least I could provide. What an unexpected boon this is! I'd be debating when to extend to you a personal invitation, but now here you are, like a wish come true. You will cease this exploitation of alien tech and release your hostage into care Master Poo-Poo at once. Unravelled out my schemes, have you? Good. Didn't waste my breath on tedious explanations then. This is Master Poo-Poo, I presume? I do have his fellow alien with me, here with me, yes. As for exploiting technology, I freely admit to duplicating a quite frankly obscene amount of gold, but that was merely the beginning. Imagine making copy after copy of the deadliest weapons in existence. Would not the world itself be yours for the taking? Let's get straight to the point. I want you on my side. With a vaunted warrior of light and the template for my clone army, we could conquer this and every other land in creation. Oh, brilliant. I refuse. Categorically and emphatically. You ain't got anything I want, mate. I'm already rich. A pity, yet I anticipated you would prove an impediment to my ascension. Yes, it seems time has come to test Lugay's final ritual of manifestation. All is prepared for a long in advance of your coming. This tower not only holds mundane treasures, but also caches of crystals. As for the requisite congregational worshippers, well, I had but to clone myself. After all, who is more devoted to my cause and my goddess than me? Okay, you're a lunatic and he's summoning a primal. Divine Assurer, take up thy blades and wage war upon mine earthly rival. You guys might want to run. Yeah, you guys want to run. Nay, Hildebrand. Against a primal we may be more hindrance than help. We dare not remain within its sphere of influence. Ah. Best of luck, my friend. I must make a tentatively withdrawal. Might be a good option. Are they really? This is going to be a trial. Oh, here we go. There's something oddly apt about facing Azura to this. The Gilded Araya is now accessible. Oh! Oh! It's been a while! Right then. The Gilded Araya. Right then. This is going to be one of those fights, I assume. And I'm straight in! Looking forward to this. Really looking forward to this. Come on, last tank, say yes. Right then. Right. False Manus Uzia Azura. Well, it seems like a good way to do things.
I am Asura.
and on battle I thrive.
Yeah.
Have you the courage and strength to face me?
Yes, I do.
Will you dodge, or will you bleed?
I fall down. It'd be you who bleeds. That's a hell of an AoE.
The frail shall fall. You've not time to blink. Tremble before the might of the minutiae. Come forth, embodiment of carnage. Revel on the bloody field of war. The spirit of battle awakens. Dark is the lesson.
There we go.
The weak shall perish. Hear the gleaming edge.
Wailing on it. Seen that mechanic before.
Unmerciful light shine upon you.
Oh! That's a big AoE.
Behold the six-fold slain.
And I got confused.
Fury be my strength.
Right.
I will scatter your bones. Show me your steel.
That one is confusing me. That's really confusing.
The face of battle is ever changing.
Yep.
Joyful is your downfall.
Yep.
I will scatter your bones. Will you dodge or will you bleed?
Got her. That was relatively simple. And people just fucking leg it straight as soon as they're done. I find that kind of rude sometimes. There you go. Pardon me. Good show, Taylor. To seem you thoroughly trounced that pesky primal. And even as we speak, Mother and Father should be informing the Radiant Host of that despicable Van Hoody's wrongdoings. The Diviners are defeated. Turn the wheel. We flee for now. Oh dear. Who is flying the starship without my permission? That treasure is mine and mine alone. You call your vessel Master Poo-Poo? Oh no, I did not. It's my friend's ship. Yep. Well, that's that then. We better not have a malevolent little alien bug us to deal with next. Oh no, we don't. But the same as Poo-Poo. Another little blue man. At last, the moment of sweet reunion is at hand. I am so relieved to see you safe. Likewise, my friend. But why did you open fire on the airship? Didn't that man help you after your crash? He did at first. He pulled me from the wreckage and saw to it that my vessel was repaired. So in return, I replicated whatever trinket he desired and taught him the basic starship technology. But that resulted to be a terrible error in judgment. When I was infected by one of this star's unique pathogens, he took advantage of my weakened state. He seized my ship, flew me out to the jungle and left me there to die. Slowly, agonizingly, I was able to synthesize a cure for my affliction, and I came back to reclaim my property. This experience has led me to conclude that dominant sentient life forms here are dull-witted, cruel, and entirely unsuited to peaceful cohabitation. We must launch a full-scale invasion. It's the only way to guarantee our survival. No, they're not all like that. These ones have been nothing but kind to me. Oh yes, they're all smiles until they're lazy in the back. You have to strike first before they show their true colours. Look, if they come back in the little tin pepper pots, we're fucked. Right, run. The ship's reactor core has been breached. If it explodes, everyone in the vicinity will be agonized. And we're all in the vicinity. And Branderhill has a moment. Think, damn it, think! If I'm to stop the explosion, I need to traverse the considerable distance to the starship. But I can't conceive of no logical solution. Oh, great. And they've got a plan. Inspector Branderhill, you must employ my father's mighty move to propel me to the vessel. I too have calculated that the Lord God, but signal techniques are our only means of achieving sufficient propulsion. If there's a flaw in your proposal, I lack the strength to properly perform the throw. And I've no time to teach you the starship's controls. Inspector Hildebrand, it is you who must fling me. A swing Claudio Castagnoli would be proud of. Skyward was only a Mandeville can. You flung him the wrong way, you dingbat. I, lost my grip. With my trajectory and velocity, the correct shift and posture should generate enough lift and precision signal resilience, and yes, I can still make it. It's still beeping. That's the ejector seat. Too late. You've actually gone critical. There's only one way to save the day. Look, dive! Oh dear. Inspector Branderhill! Our brief time together was more than any defective clone could ask for. Be well, my friends. Oh, that was a bang! Is this case closed for Inspector Branderhill? Hope not. Nay, my loyal assistant. But to tip off the old gentleman, our dear Branderhill has surely survived to tell the tale. We shall see him again, mark my words. I hope so. You rescued me, even though I tried to incinerate you with high-intensity plasma blasts. Even at the cost of one of your own. If you only could make amends and earn your forgiveness, but alas. There is naught to forgive. With his blocky constitution, Inspector Branderhill will be just fine, I assure you. But defendant Matapupu, you're a friend of ours, and what are a few minor plasma burns among friends, eh? And I've had worse than plasma burns, let me tell you that much. I don't hear type of at end. The home planet. It was lost to the phenomenon you call the final days. We survived only because we were away exploring the cosmos at the time. Oh. Our explorations, which had heretofore served no purpose but curiosity, drifted to a search for a safe haven. Visited countless stars, but all had succumbed to the same insidious ruin as our own. Growing desperate, we decided to settle on any suitable refuge we could find, whether it were populated or not. If the native beings were hospitable, we would live peacefully alongside them. If not, then we were prepared to claim a new home by force. So it was that I arrived at your miraculous planet. Lulled by the apparent absence of metaphysical chaos, I blundered into a mundane war zone, where I was promptly shot out the sky. The rest you already know. Having fallen behind during our search, I hurried here when my communications received no answer. That was when I met you, Inspector Hildebrand. Those touched by the despair of the final days were reduced to beasts. Given our savage willingness to invade your star, it would seem that, in a sense, we fell prey to that despair after all. Fortunately, my encounter with you generous people brought me to my senses, an outcome for which I am profoundly grateful. That said, there's nowhere else for us to go. Would it be too much for us to ask to live here on your star? Well, there's plenty of places for you to go. It's a big bloody star, big planet. Well, of course you must stay. I mean, your starship's a scrap, mate, so yeah, you don't have much choice. And I suspect they'll be wishing to repair your damaged vessel. Oh no. Here we go again. Oh, Inspector, not again. Wait for me. Oh, never a dull moment around our Hildebrand. At least we needn't worry the ship cast. He's not an impervious Mandavillian on board. Oh, funny you should mention that. Upon reviewing the Mandeville family tree, it was made clear that a lord without heir to his own passed the name to an adopted child several generations ago. Are you saying that you and your son are not the direct descendants of Godbrand, the alien progenitor of the Mandeville line? And how do you explain your unnatural sturdiness? When it comes to building strength and perfecting gentlemanly technique, it is not one's lineage that matters, but rather the unbending conviction within one's heart. Though Godbrand's bloodline be broken, House Mandeville shall live on through us. If the begoggled boy can't swallow that explanation, I've also heard talk of some unseen power driven by feelings and emotions. Could be that you and Tilly have tapped into that cosmic essence. Oh, if that's the case, then you must be positively swimming in it. Then you must be positively swimming in it, my dear. Everything appears to be under control here, so let's return to the city, shall we? Even he knows not to mess around with Julian Mandeville. Well, at least it's got tea-making facilities on board. Once more do I find myself hurling at superlative speed towards an unknown destination. Another day, another thrilling case for Hildebrand. Agent of Inquiry. Inspector Extraordinaire. Well then, Delian. Thanks to an enlightening conversation with Master Pupo on the way back, I believe I have the answers required to proceed with our weaponsmithing project. I trust the endeavour yet holds your interest. Pray inform Master Geralt of your willingness to assist, and my hammer and I shall make all haste to the High Crucible. With that, I bid you good day. Thank you all for looking out for our beloved son. I'm sure him and the blocky lad will be back for more cases before you know it. Yep, the spare moment. Sending a picture of someone to my to a friend on Discord. There we go. You've gone above and beyond for us, Taylor. So I'd like to have the one replicated starship made. It doesn't have the duplication facility or other such technology on board, but it will carry us through the skies. Use this key to call it whenever you wish. Oh, get a mount! Nice! As for the two of us, we've decided to get to know our new home better by embarking on a journey of exploration. And so this is where we must say our farewells. Thank you for everything. We're fortunate indeed to have met you. Seems Pupu wasn't planning an invasion after all. He even tried to stop his friend from launching an attack. Calling an end to this investigation, Taylor. Your unfailing support during this entire ordeal has been most appreciated. Thanks to you, I was able to observe the inner workings of Sharlayan and even travel to the surface of the moon in search of the truth. And when my own conspirators threatened to blind me, you were there to open my eyes to the true shape of things. But this world yet harbours its share of the strange and inexplicable, not the least of which is the source of Hildebrand's impossible physiology. Not alien then, perhaps the product of a hyper-advanced civilization from the distant past. The attempt of some gruesome biological experiment. Some need to plumb the depths of these unexplained phenomena, and I'm the very man for the job. You know what, you do you, mate. You do you. There we go. And I suppose that is that. Once I get my new weapon, then I shall be done. I'm not singing along because I can't sing. This is, yeah. Oh, great, and there's me. Hildebrand will return? Maybe. Maybe it's creepy little bastard again. Jesus Christ. He's trying to become as strong as a Mandeville. He's coming towards you, mate. Never mind. Seems like it didn't land too far away. That's still a rad at hand. Unless it's Inspector Brandihill. You're not convincing anyone. Yeah, he survived. Yeah, he survived. It's good to know he's alive. Right then. With that, there is one more thing to do. And that, firstly, is fixing my shit. He's getting my shit fixed. Go get the weapon from I believe my retainer has it. Oh, got me money. Ain't gonna say no to that. I can't eat it. Not gonna. But I need that. For now, you can have this back, sweetheart. I ain't gonna send him on any. I ain't gonna send him out for the do. I'll do that later. I'll do that tomorrow, probably. There you go. More of them. I'll deal with the rest afterwards. For now. No, yeah, let me get it until I go see him. To the High Crucible. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to come off for the night. This shouldn't take me that long. Don't need to read just any. Please note that upon completing the quest resonating with perfection, you will receive a Mandeville weapon for a dragoon. Please ensure that you have changed to your desired job before speaking with Geralt. Yeah. I hear Geralt's finally figured out how to perfect his alien weaponry. About bleeding time, eh? We shall inform his lordship that you're eager to begin. At long last, Taylor, the end to our arduous yet most rewarding weaponsmithing journey is finally in sight. And a bloody expensive journey it's been. That's why I'm not here as a dutiful wife or doting mother, but as a concerned senior partner of Mandeville and Mandeville. Our company's footed the bill for all sorts of extravagant materials and expert assistance, not to mention the rent we're paying for these high crucible facilities. Even if this is the final stage of the process, there's only one Mandeville weapon out of our sodding many. Our side business in replicating weapons ain't exactly booming neither, so I reckon I needed to come and gauge the value of continuing this venture with me own two eyes. So let us offer our full cooperation to my wife, business partner, as she oversees proceedings. Now there's a sight. It seems his lordship's lost his cocksure composure. I'm Godfrey. Why don't you just tell me how your ridiculous wealth made you free to craft whatever you pleased? I'd be on my best behaviour if I were you, Master Geralt. After all, your considerable remuneration is one of the main expenditures Lady Julian will be scrutinising. Let us move on to the topic of armament augmentation, shall we? Unsurprisingly, the key to perfected weaponry lies in the application of the perfect oil, a substance known as Ultra Mandeville. This superlative lubricant will serve to maximize its ethereal conductivity. Gain with creepy oils. And as one might have predicted, the Ultra Mandeville's main ingredient is derived from another incredibly rare meteoric material, cosmic crystallite, it is called. When it came to the method for extracting said ingredient from the meteorite, however, my ancestor's relic was conspicuously devoid of instruction. Thus today, in consulting Mata Pupu, thanks to his encyclopedic knowledge of alien civilizations, he was able to furnish me with the requisite technique. Must say, it is a rather unorthodox process, and one I cannot complete alone. It will necessitate the involvement of everyone present. I don't like the sound of that. What fobbish nonsense you mean foist upon us this time? Nothing too terribly taxing, I assure you. Also, all shall be explained in due course. Ere we can begin, we must attend to the tedious chore of procuring crafting materials. Taylor, if you would, pray acquire the crystallite through our usual Tombstone Hungry vendor. I've got enough. We shall require 3 goodly chunks, one for the oil's main ingredient and the others to reshape the weaponry itself. Yet I should warn you that these advanced Mandevillian techniques will not only enhance your armour's properties, but also alter its appearance. In anticipation of such wondrous transformation, let us hurry to our tasks. Well, let's get me new weapon sorted then. It's like, we're all ready to go. The hammering continues. Well then. Seems to be a relatively easy thing to do. At least these ones have been relatively easy and not a huge fucking grind. Right, let's go. That's what I need. Cosmic Chrysolite 3. So I've got a lot of grinding to do over the next few weeks, but that shouldn't take long. Back to the High Crucible. We go. Ooh, let's have a look at them shiny rocks. Here you go. Aye, these ought to do trick. I'll grab his lordship and get to work. Alright then. And everyone's here. Thank you for your untiring efforts, Talo. These acquisitions are most demanding, I know, but we could not proceed without them. Chrysolite of this type is said to have mythical properties. It's every remote, infused with ether from its journey across the cosmos. We will use Godbrand's technique to harness and condense that cosmic energy, and we may extract a single concentrated drop. This precious liquid is the heart and soul of our Ultramandeville coding. Well, that's bloody fascinating and all, but would you explain the goddamn technique already? Mean to have us fighting this time? Meditating? Dancing, my good man. We shall perform the traditional dance of House Mandeville. Together. His reaction. In his search for a viable method. Godbrand failed to extract the Chrysolite's ethereal essence innumerable times. Frustrated beyond measure, he eventually contacted a friend on a far-off star to ask for advice. Thus did he learn of the theory of compressing the Chrysolite's stored energies by bombarding it with a specific etheric waveform, much like squeezing a lemon. An inspired Godbrand then returned to work, where he experimented with generating waveforms through physical movement. One particular choreography provided the perfect resonance, and lo, the trademark Mandeville undulations were born. Oh, and as it so happens, the far-off star in question was the homeworld of our own Master Poo-Poo. Well, 'twas his keen eye that recognised the familiar resonant properties of our gentlemanly dance, and allowed us to discover the extraction process. Dress up in fancy words all you want, but I ain't swallowing in this ridiculous shite. Thinking to extract minerals? Unless it's for your daft dancing, count me out. I've come in a strictly observational role, so no dancing for me either. If you both so wish, we shall perform the extraction without you. As for you, Taylor, your role seems most crucial. I should like you to hold the crystallite and catch the quintessence as it falls. Great. So how am I doing this? You see? Load of talk about shite. This dance lacks sufficient intensity. Oh, for the lover. Fine. Let's get used to this after a while around these guys. Yeah, it's working. Don't worry, Geralt, you get used to this shit around being around them after a while. It's bloody magical. The presence is still not strong enough. Like a fucking dad. Yeah, appears to be working. Keep dancing. Don't get tired yet. Oh, good. Yeah, I into the two. He didn't fucking draw him onto the floor, which would have been all we needed. Huzzah! Our combined performance did the trick. Master Geralt and I will take it from here. Let's prepare the vial of Ultra Mandeville and proceed with the final augmentations. You're about to witness the peak of craftsmanship. Now we apply the Ultra Mandeville coating. As with the prior stage, the final composition of the oil's ingredients will greatly influence the armament's properties. I shall need you to take a moment and consider well which qualities you value most in your weaponry. Yeah. You are certain? Then so it shall be. So once I get this weapon, I'm going to get back to the model building. What am I doing? I'm quite close to being done with this. Just got to do the legs and the weapons and backpack. Well, that's a unique looking weapon. I like it. Behold, Talo, the work is done. Perfected art, the dedicated artisans. A Mandevilius trident. The beauteous, tangible reward for all our toil and sacrifice. It's a grand sight, alright. Fighting mammoths, drinking weird booze, and dancing weird jigs. It's an odd bloody way to forge a weapon, but you can't argue with end result. There is, in fact, one other favourable consequence of finishing our project. My family's relic contains what appears to be a locked recording, and, if what Master Pupu tells me is correct, our completed mandible weaponry should serve as the key to opening it. Shall we give it a try? Alright. The Mandevilius Trident. Well, let's see what this. Let's see what we have. See what this recording is. Ah, excellent. Just seeing the relic has responded to our armament. Let us commence the viewing. Godbrand. Complete with mustache. If you're watching this recording, then I must assume we have successfully brought the mandible weaponry to its completed state. Allow me then to share some of the philosophy that went into the weapon's creation. As I explained in my previous story, the many worlds upon which Mandevilians resided were laid waste to by an inexplicable catastrophe. The final days, one must imagine? Peace reigns upon this star for now, but we can never know when or what manner of chaos might threaten our tranquil lives. Thus did I endeavour to forge armaments with the power to repel any threat, no matter how dire. However, in the wrong hands, such weapons may exacerbate the very problem they were created to solve. Sadly, my long search for worthy wielders, those possessed of both martial excellence and unyielding moral fortitude, has failed. I'm left with no choice but to destroy my triumphant works. That explains how you lost the originals, eh? In the hopes that a deserving hero will one day emerge, I've decided to leave the secrets of their manufacture to my heirs. By necessity, the process must be rendered cryptic, lest these potent armaments be too readily attained. The fact that you are watching this proves you had the wisdom to pierce my elaborate obfuscations, and the discipline to retrace the grueling steps of my smithing saga. I have faith in your judgment. Do what is just, and entrust the mandible weaponry to those who champion the ideals of peace. And the dance. A denouement, I suppose. How gratifying to know that my motives were aligned with those of my ancestor. It was my own experience of the final days which moved me to recreate the mandible weapons and put them in heroic hands such as yours. And it is more gratifying still that we took succeed in the task which Godbrand himself set for its descendants. I thank you all for your valuable contributions. I admit we're a bit of a shock to hear we was crafting alien designs, but you hired the right smith for the job. You know the job ain't over yes. There are still many weapon variants we have left to reforge. I know. Don't get your bloody small cloth in a twist. I'll stick around until the last blow is hammered. For the attraction of the underground essence, I must ask that you call upon the assistance of the High Crucible Alchemists. Matters not who performs the dance, as long as they do so with gentlemanly perfection and aplomb. It's clear to me now that the mandible weapons are more than just a pet project. They're an investment in the future of our world. You have my permission to keep them on the books as an official mandible and mandible enterprise. Oh, that is a relief. It's been difficult to cover these expenses with my weekly entertainment budget. With that settled, we can continue as before. Our most excellent house Mandeville artisan shall handle requests to perfect other weapons in your possession. Meanwhile, our resident alchemist will assist with adjusting weapon properties, assuming you supply the requisite crystallite, of course. All in all, this has been a most satisfying experience. My thanks again, and I look forward to our next mutually beneficial encounter. There we go. And they're all like, yeah, well, that's that for the week. And that's me done for the night. I'm probably going to start streaming again properly at the weekend. I am going to walk back home. Back to Imperium for the first time in several fucking months. So that, as they say, is that. I'm going to get back to my model building. I will see you all on Sunday. Good night.